Mr. Ramanjit Taneja, Vice President Sales of Emami GROUP, to take the stage. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I would now like to request Mr. Jayant Goenka, Director of Emami GROUP, to give a formal welcome address to all of you. Thank you.
Sabko Ram Ram. That's how we operate in Emami, friends. A very warm welcome to all of you, to all the dignitaries, to all our friends from Delhi. I'm Jayant Goenka. I belong to the second generation promoter family of the Emami Group. And it's our privilege to be hosting this event in Delhi today. I have been extremely fortunate to be part of the Emami family. A family whose DNA is deeply rooted in trust and togetherness, which has over the years translated into a beautiful relationship with all our consumers. All our products are built on very strong, deep insights, and we take a lot of pride on delivering them. Can we just run the presentation very quickly? So I'll take a minute and just talk about the group and the businesses we are in. So Emami Group was founded by Mr. Alice Agarwal and Mr. Alice Goenka in the 1970s. And today we have a combined turnover of about 25,000 crores. We've come a long way from those days. Some of our flagship companies are Emami Limited. As you all know, Emami Limited is our FMCG company. Emami GROUP, it's been about 12 years since we started this, and it's about 18,000 crore company. Apart from that, we have Emami Paper, which is India's largest newsprint manufacturer. We are in the business of hospitals, AMRI hospitals, which is Eastern India's largest chain. We are into pharmacies, Frank Ross pharmacies. We are into ballpoint tips. We are incidentally the world's second largest ballpoint tips manufacturer. We have a strong presence in realty across Eastern India. And we also have an interest in art, which is pursued through our venture with Kolkata Center of Creativity. Today is a very important day for the group. Today we begin our journey. Into the world of foods, and with the launch of Armasala range. And I request Krishna Mohanji, our director, to come and talk about Emami GROUP and take us ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Jayant. And a very warm welcome to all my dear friends from the press fraternity. My name is Krishna Mohan, as Mahasweta introduced. I am one of the directors of the Emami GROUP Limited Board, and I've been associated with this group for the last 14 years. I just give you a brief about Emami GROUP Limited. You might have heard a lot about our group and the other flagship companies of the group. I'll specifically talk about what Emami GROUP is all about and what are we doing here today. We are the second largest edible player in the country with about turnover of about 18,000 crores. We have a 12,000 ton per day refining capacities. We have 4 factories of ours, one in the east coast, that is at Haldia. We have in south, Krishnapatnam, near Chennai. We have another plant or refinery in Kanda, which we have opened in March 2021. And last but not the least, we have Jaipur. We have another plant in Jaipur, which is used for our mustard crushing plant, where we manufacture our Kachhi Ghani mustard oil. I'll talk about Jaipur a little later. We also are the largest biodiesel plant in the eastern region. We also have the largest biodiesel plant. We have a 10% market share all across in the oil category. And in the eastern markets, that is in the east zone, we have market shares of almost 40%. We have about 1,700 dealers. That's our network all across the country. We cover about 10 lakh outlets. Our stocks our brands are available today. We have about 27 million households that take care of our product, and we have about 1,000 plus field force in the company. So this is our whole network about Emami Agrotech at a glance. So we are one of the largest edible oil player, having our factory footprints now all across the country. Next slide, please. We offer a very diverse range of edible oils and food brands today. Our premium brand is Emami Healthy and Tasty. We have a popular brand in the name of Emami Best Choice. These are in the edible oil category. We have Emami Big Magic, which is a specialty fat. We have Rasoi, which is into Vanaspati. We have here today the mantra spices. I will talk about it a little later, and along with me, our colleague Devashish will speak about mantra. And we also have the soya chunks under the brand name of Nutri Soya Chunks, under the brand name of Smart Life. So this is our product portfolio as on date. Next slide, please. We are present across the country with our range of brands, and almost all over the country we are present. Next. We are present in 23 states, about 700 distributor network. We have about 1,000 direct dealers. We reach about 7 lakh outlets directly and about 3 lakhs indirectly, so total covering about 10 lakh outlets. EA is present across the country. So what are we here today? We are here to launch the mantra range of spices. Can we go ahead with the presentation, or can I have this slide shown with me? Thank you. We are here to launch the mantra masala, the mantra spices. And that's why we are here in the northern region today. This is our first step outside West Bengal. What are the ambitions for this brand? I mean, what are we going to do about this brand? We hope to achieve a turnover of about 700 to 1,000 crores in the next 5 years on this mantra spices. We have planned for investments of about 200 crores in this space in the next 5 years. And we would like to be present in 5 lakh outlets in the next 3 years. This is our ambition, and this is what we want to do in the next 3 to 5 year horizon. I would now request Devashish to come over and tell us about the brand. But before that, I'll take a minute to unveil the brand per se, the mantra spices for you, please. So this is the range of mantra spices that we are launching today. Ashish to add a few more details about our brand offering.
Thank you so much, Krishnamanji. Good afternoon, friends. We are indeed happy and kind of lucky also to introduce this brand in front of your august presence today. The first step from Emami GROUP Limited into the space of food. From edible oil, which is of course a food item, but getting into a general food item, the regular other food items, we are launching here in Delhi our range of mantra spices. And I'll just take you a few minutes to explain what is special about mantra spices. There are so many spices brands available already in the market, and why this new brand and what is supposed to talk about. What is the story about mantra spices? So I'll just take a few minutes. In our everyday kitchen, we must have seen that cooking oil and spices, they are being used together. And when the quality of oil and the quality of spices are great, then actually the dishes come out much better. And we enjoy the food, we enjoy our meal. So in that endeavor, when we started working and thinking towards how to make this brand, Mantra Masala, special. What will make it special? How it will be special? So first of all, we source from our ingredients from the best farms and the fields of India. For example, we source turmeric, which is a common haldi powder, or whole haldi from Tamil Nadu, which is known that it produces the best quality of turmeric. Chili from Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, which are well known for their best qualities chilies from their fields. For example, cumin and coriander, this comes from Rajasthan and Gujarat, because best quality of coriander and cumin come from these two states in India. And as well as various other aromatic spices like clove, black pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, all these things which are more aromatic in nature, that we source from the best fields of Kerala and Karnataka, because those two states are well known for their aromatic spices production. But here we do not stop. We understand that there are possibilities that people or other brands are also sourcing from the best quality ingredients. So we work towards it and find out a latest technology, which is not being used by most of the brands in India, at least known to us, which is called cryotechnology. You can see the logo here. Now let me explain in brief what is cryotechnology. We know when we used to, powder the masalas in our kitchen, earlier days, by our moms, by our grandmoms, people used to use mortar pestle or even silbatta as we call it. And we used to remember that the taste of those masalas, the aroma of those masalas were great. So we tried to find out why those tastes were so great and why all of us probably remember those days, in our childhood days, in our earlier days, dishes used to give us a special taste, aroma, flavor, and so on and so forth. So we understood that when in industrial practice, when people started grinding all those spices in their factories, they use a technology which is very primitive in nature, and where while the grinding of spices is happening, temperature goes up to about 60-70 degrees Celsius during the grinding process. And there is a special ingredient in every spices which we call volatile oil. Sometimes it is being referred to as essential oil also, which actually gives the flavor and the aroma to the spices. And the way we understand the cardamom or the cinnamon or the clove, and how we differentiate between them from their smell, from their flavor. And those are being called in a scientific language volatile oil or essential oils. So we understand in that common grinding or primitive grinding process being used by many brands, many people, 60-70% of those essential oils are being lost in the grinding process. And what actually a consumer gets is a powder. Because 50-60% of those essential oils responsible for the color, aroma, taste of the spices are being lost in the factory itself. So largely what it remains, we call it powder. Yellow powder, red powder, brown powder, and so forth. When we spoke about those feelings, those experiences, we also understood that there are many companies which are using also another technology called low temperature grinding. They are trying to reduce the temperature while the grinding is happening in the factories, and they try to use some chilled air. And the temperature comes down from 60 to 70 degrees Celsius to about 30-40 degrees Celsius. But in that process also we have identified about 40% of the aromatic oils or the essential oils are getting lost. And still what we get is a spent masala. We call it spent masala because the essential part of it, the heart of it, the spices are actually lost. We tried, we worked with our R&D team how to make it even better. What is the possibility? First thing is, yes, we need to find out the best quality ingredients like whole spices and what is the latest technology possible to give the best quality to the consumers today. Because consumers are very discerning today. They want best of the things because world is now a very small village. And they understand, they are exposed to the technologies, they are understanding about the products, their benefits, their qualities. So how to make it better from our side? What best we can offer to the consumers of India today? So we have come across, we get to know, we have researched, we have worked on it, which is called cryogenic grinding process. Cryo means extremely cold. That's the word, it's coming from a Greek word called kyrios, which means extremely cold, very cold. So in that process, what happens, the liquid nitrogen is being used. Liquid nitrogen, as probably many of us would know, it has a temperature of minus 195 degrees Celsius. When we liquefy gas nitrogen, it gets that much of temperature because we use excess pressure to make the gas liquid, and its temperature becomes minus 195 degrees Celsius. We have created a chamber with liquid nitrogen, and we pass through our whole spices to this chamber to reduce the temperature of the spices to minus 35, minus 40 degrees Celsius. And then the grinding process happens from whole spices to the powdered spices. And in that way, the volatile oil loss, we are earlier discussing about that 60% loss, 30-40% loss. We could reduce that volatile oil or essential oil loss to 5%. So 95% plus retention was possible or is possible by using this cryo grinding technology. So what happens because of this technology? The heart of the spices, the main aroma, the color, the taste of the spices being retained, being encapsulated in the spices powder. So what happens? We will get a great quality of spices and we can offer that to our discerning, beloved, much sought after consumers. So that's the essential part of it. So we are going to offer to the consumers from tomorrow in India a great quality spices powder which is being grinded by the cryo grinding technology. So which is being very briefly explained over here. May I request, I'll just copy it. We understood also while talking to the people of the consumers of India, what kind of problems they everyday face. We understood from them that they buy 50 gram, 100 gram of powdered branded packets from the market today. And various masalas are not being used in the same day. For example, sabji masala, chicken masala, meat masala, garam masala, chaat masalas, sambar masala, pav bhaji masala. There are various masalas or recipe based masalas are available today in the market and people buy them regularly for their respective dishes to cook in their kitchen. But they are not being used all 100 gram. If they have bought a packet of 100 grams, those are not being used in a single day. So what do they do? They put a rubber band. Once the packet is cut open on the very first day, They try to reseal the packet, but there is no technology available. So they put a rubber band on the back and put it in the refrigerator. And in that process, they find a lot of hassles, wastage, and there is also a possibility of moisture getting into the packet because it is not resealed anymore. And there is also a possibility of contamination because of some or other possibilities like germs and even insects. So they find it is very cumbersome for them to manage the quality of the freshness of the spices being retained all through their usage, if it is being used for 1 month or even more than that. So first time we have introduced a new technology for spices category in India, Ziploc. It is a very simple technology. Once the polypack, which is being inside this carton pack, which is called BIB, bag in box, the bag, once it is cut open, we are giving a resellable Ziploc. So any consumer who is buying our pack can resell it properly and put it wherever they would like to. And in that way, we can retain the freshness, the taste and color part of the aroma spices much better, much more, and what they would expect every time they are going to use that masala. So it's an innovation. It's the first time in India. I would like to highlight here to my friends. This is first time being used by any spice brands in India known to us. So that's an innovation by itself. So in terms of product, we have brought in an innovation in our process, cryotechnology. In terms of packaging, we brought an innovation in Ziploc, and we feel that it will be a great help to our consumers who will be buying our masalas with great expectation that they will find the product really good and it is being freshness are being retained for a longer time. And we are talking about the simple variants we are coming up with. Masalas or the spices are being largely divided into two categories known as pure spices and blended spices. Pure mean it is turmeric, chili, coriander, cumin and hing. All those spices are being categorized in the masala category as pure spices. And we have blended masalas. 7 variants as of now in the introduction phase, in the launch phase. Meat masala, garam masala, sabji masala, chicken masala, chaat masala, chole masala, pav bhaji masala. It's going a little fast than I'm talking. But anyway, we are also here introducing, just I'm taking you friends a little back so that you can really go through well. Please happen. Yes. We are introducing 5 rupees pack also here. For easy trial by the consumers. Somebody before buying actually a larger pack would like to get a hang of it, would like to taste it out, trial it out. So for their ease, and also there is a ready segment of this 5 rupees pack in the market. So we are introducing for both purpose. First of all, there is a ready market, and second, anyone wants to try with a lesser price for a trial purpose, we are facilitating that process as well. Other than that, we have regular pack sizes like 50 gram, 100 gram, 200 gram across pure and blended spices which are there in the market. People buy normally in these denominations and their habit is buying in that process of whatever their consumption is in the regular basis every month. So that's the introduction to the packaging, to the product and to the different SKUs. And this is the entire range. Blended spices and as well as pure spices. So should I stop over here? Just a minute. I would like to ask, or rather I would like to know if everything is clear now, as of now, whatever we have discussed. Of course, we will have an FAQ session afterwards. Thank you so much. Okay, we actually...
Just 1 second. Please don't go. We will now have a formal session for photo opportunity to formally, although Mr. Krishnamohan has unveiled the product range, okay, so we would request you to, for a photo walk.
Food factory, एकदम state of the art technology and machinery. So please have a look. और एक चीज मैं आप सबके साथ शेयर करना चाहता हूँ, शायद मैं मिस कर गया। ये सारे मसाले 100% नेचुरल है, यानी कि कोई आर्टिफिशियल कलर या एसेंस, फ्लेवर, प्रिजर्वेटिव यूज नहीं हुआ है। 100% नेचुरल। फैक्ट्री का सेटअप आपने अभी देखा है। नो ह्यूमन टच, एंड टू एंड, फुल्ली ऑटोमेटेड प्लांट। दैट्स इट माय फ्रेंड, थैंक यू।
Thank you so much. I'm opening the stage for some question and answers. प्रश्न जो आपके हैं आप इन पैनल को कर सकते हैं। आगे
ये बताइए, आपका लेक्चर बताइए कि वो प्रैक्टिस में जाकर एजुकेशन में जाती है और
आप किसी पर पूछेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा।
आपको बताया कि लेक्चर है, फिर आप और में डालते हैं या प्रैक्टिस में डालते हैं,
हम लोग 100% नेचुरल तो है ही, और हम लोग जो पैकेजिंग का जो मटेरियल यूज कर रहे हैं उसमें फॉइल बेस्ड मटेरियल है। हम लोग 12 महीना 12 मंथ्स सेल्फ लाइफ दे रहे हैं। अगर पैकेट नहीं कटा हुआ हो तो 12 महीना उसका सेल्फ लाइफ है। 12 महीना तक वो एकदम कंजम्पशन के लिए, ह्यूमन कंजम्पशन के लिए फिट है।
और ये घी वाली जो आपने बताया
जी,
उससे कितना पॉसिबिलिटी है बचाव?
मेनली क्वालिटी में बचाव ज्यादा होगा, फ्रेशनेस बनी रहेगी, क्योंकि हवा जिप लॉक मतलब हवा बाहर से हवा अंदर नहीं जाएगा। अगर कोई कंज्यूमर ने जिप लॉक करने के बाद अगर फ्रिज में भी डाल दिया, जो यूजुअल प्रैक्टिस है इंडियन घरों में, तो करीब करीब 2 से 3 महीना आराम से ठीक रहेगा। और हम लोग का ख्याल है कि कोई भी एक परचेज किया 100 ग्राम या 50 ग्राम का मसाला 2 से 3 महीना लोग यूज करते हैं, ज्यादा से ज्यादा। नॉर्मल घरों में तो 1 महीने के अंदर यूज होता है, क्योंकि हर महीना परचेज करने वाले आइटम में लोग ज्यादा ऐसे ही नहीं खरीदते हैं, कंजम्पशन के हिसाब से खरीदते हैं। किसी को 50 ग्राम लगता है, फैमिली अगर छोटा हो, फैमिली अगर थोड़ा सा बड़ा हो तो 100 ग्राम खरीदते हैं। यूजुअली वो मंथ में कंजम्पशन हो जाता है। थोड़ा अगर रह भी जाता है 2 महीना 3 महीना, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है जी।
मसालों के क्षेत्र में नॉर्थ इंडिया आप कहें या और जगह बहुत सारे प्लेयर हैं जो पहले से ऑलरेडी अपना वर्चस्व आए थे। आप लोग नया है, क्या लगती है आपको कि मार्केट में अपना एक स्थान बनेगा, क्या करना पड़ेगा?
देखिए, हमारे पास जो देवशीष ने एक्सप्लेन किया, एक यूनिक सेलिंग प्रोपोजिशन है क्रायो ग्राइंडिंग टेक्नोलॉजी का, ये जिपलॉक का, और ये मार्केट बहुत बड़ा है। मसालों की मार्केट बहुत बड़ी है, करीबन इंडिया में 30,000 करोड़ की मार्केट है, और सालाना 16 से 20% का ग्रोथ हर साल हो रहा है। और ये हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आगे 3 से 5 साल में भी ये ग्रोथ आते ही रहेगा। इसलिए नए प्लेयर्स को जो अच्छा क्वालिटी देते हैं उनके लिए स्पेस है। और हम, जैसे देवशीष ने बताया, हमारे पास जो यूएसपी है उसके साथ और हमारे मार्केटिंग के साथ हमें पूरी उम्मीद है कि हम जो हमारी एम्बिशन सेट किए हैं कि अगले 5 साल में 700 से 1000 करोड़ का टर्नओवर रीच करें, वो शायद हम कर पाए। अब कहाँ से सर आप इंट्रोड्यूस भी कर लेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग।
So this was, I'm Sanjay Agarwal. I'm having a portal, World News 24/7.
Welcome, sir.
So Emami, I think most of the families here are using it. My question is about who's going to be a brand ambassador for this particular product, and this facility that you have in Jaipur, is it with RICO? So is it with RICO, the Rajasthan Industrial, or is it your own plant?
Okay, the first question on the celebrity, sir. When the appropriate time comes, we will disclose who the celebrity is. We are in advanced stage of discussions to close that arrangement. So we will come back to you on who would be the celebrity. I would not be able to disclose it this forum. The second question, we are not with, this is our own plant in Rajasthan. This is where our, as I was saying, one of the 4 plants where we have the mustard crushing unit and mustard packing unit, mustard oil packing unit. The same plant we have set up the spices also.
So my main question is that how do you maintain the taste of these masalas for different type of taste buds? Because like if we buy pav bhaji masala in Bombay and then what we would get in Delhi, so that's the northern Indian, it has a Punjabi flavor. You have the chaat masala, suppose it's from the MDH stable or if it's from the cat stable. So chaat masala ka jo zaika, it's different. So how do you maintain the taste and what sort of taste can the consumer expect?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू। हम लोग अभी जो रेसिपी लेके आए हैं, जो अपने मसाले का रेसिपी है, हम लोग ये रेसिपी बनाने से पहले ऑल ओवर इंडिया जो भी स्टेट्स में हम प्रेजेंट है, हेल्दी एंड टेस्टी प्रेजेंट है, सारे जो ब्रांड्स अवेलेबल है, प्रोडक्ट्स अवेलेबल है, उनका टेस्ट पैलेट कैसे है उसके बारे में छानबीन की और एक रेसिपी बनाने का कोशिश किया जो ज्यादातर लोगों को अच्छा लगेगा। जैसे अपना पाव भाजी मसाला, आपने पाव भाजी मसाले के बारे में बात किया, तो हमारा पाव भाजी मसाला बॉम्बे यानी कि मुंबई माना जाता है पाव भाजी का सोर्स है, यानी कि पाव भाजी मसाला पूरा इंडिया में पॉपुलर करने के लिए मुंबई पाव भाजी मसाला बोला जाता है कि मुंबई टेस्ट बेस्ट है। तो हमारा पाव भाजी मसाले का जो रेसिपी है, शायद जो भी कंज्यूमर खरीदेंगे उनको मुंबई पाव भाजी मसाले का याद दिलाएगा।
Thank you, sir.
Just wait.
और मेरा सवाल है कि जो इमामी है एक सपनों की विकास की कहानी है और इसमें नेचुरली बहुत सारी चुनौतियां भी आपके सामने आई हैं। तो मेरा सवाल ये है कि इमामी ग्रुप मार्केट में अपनी जगह और ग्रो बनाने के लिए आगे क्या फ्यूचर प्लान है?
देखिए, इमामी ने हमेशा ये आज की कहानी नहीं है, 30 साल 40 साल की कहानी है। जब से कंपनी शुरू हुई है तब से हमने 2-3 चीज़ों पे हमारा फोकस रहा है कि एक, कंज्यूमर को समझें सबसे पहले। देखिए, बेसिक्स चेंज नहीं होते हैं। 40 साल पहले भी सेम थे, आज भी वही चीज़ एप्लीकेबल है। कंज्यूमर को जितनी गहराई से हम समझ पाएंगे उतना ही हम उसको एक अच्छा प्रोडक्ट एक्सपीरियंस दे पाएंगे। पहले भी हमारा एंडेवर वही था। चुनौतियाँ, आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि चुनौतियाँ आती रहती है, पर हम अपने पूरे कंपनी को एक परिवार की तरह रखते हैं। 25,000 लोग हमारे लिए काम करते हैं और सब हमारे परिवार का एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण हिस्सा है। तो हम सब मिलकर, हमारी एक ही एंडेवर रहती है कि लोगों को ऐसी चीज़ दें जिससे जिसको वो वैल्यू कर सकें। और हमारे जो ब्रांड्स हैं जो ओवर द इयर्स एस्टैब्लिश हुए, ये उसका सबूत है। चाहे आप फेयर एंड हैंडसम की बात करिए, चाहे आप नवरत्न तेल की बात करिए, इवन एग्रोटेक के अंदर जो हेल्दी एंड टेस्टी तेल हमने लॉन्च किया है, बंगाल में हमने आज से करीब 12 साल पहले लॉन्च किया था और अभी नेशनल हम लास्ट 4 साल से हैं। बहुत अच्छा रिस्पांस ग्राहकों की तरफ से हमें मिल रहा है और हमें और एनकरेजमेंट मिलती है कि हम उनके पास और प्रोडक्ट्स, बेहतरीन प्रोडक्ट्स लेके आए। और ये बायोटेक्नोलॉजी वाले मसाले वाकई में हमें लगता है गेम चेंजर है।
मेरे 2 सवाल। पहला जो आपने बताया कि माइनस टेम्परेचर में जो मसाले पिसाई होती हमारे तो ये कोल्ड प्रोसेस बहुत कई सालों से चल रहा है, यूसेज में कई कंपनी अपना रही। तो क्या आपकी कंपनी के अलावा जो बड़े ब्रांड है, क्या वो भी माइनस तापमान में तैयार करना चाहते हैं या आप काफी लाए? एक सवाल। दूसरा सवाल दूसरा क्या है कि आप नए बाजार में आए हैं नेशनल लेवल, क्या प्राइजेज में भी कोई तापमान बन रहेगा? प्राइजेज रेटों में सभी तापमान बन रहेगा या
नहीं? हम आपका दूसरा सवाल पहले आंसर कर दूंगा। प्राइसिंग में हम मोस्ट कॉम्पिटिटिव रहेंगे। हम इतनी टेक्नोलॉजी लेके आए हैं और जिपलॉक की फैसिलिटी भी दे रहे हैं। एक्चुअली हमारे लिए तो खर्चा, कॉस्ट ऑफ द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग जो है, ये कॉस्ट ऑफ द गुड्स जो है वो ज़्यादा ही होता है, फिर भी हम लोग बहुत कॉम्पिटिटिव प्राइसिंग से मार्केट में उतर रहे हैं। रही बात आपकी पहला सवाल था, आज हमारे इंफॉर्मेशन के मुताबिक ये टेक्नोलॉजी कोई और बड़ा प्लेयर यूज नहीं करता है। और जैसे देवशीष ने एक्सप्लेन किया, जो भी कंपनीज है अभी जो ग्राउंड करते हैं स्पाइसेस, वो हाई टेम्परेचर में ही करते हैं। हमारे इंफॉर्मेशन के मुताबिक 50 से लेकर 70 डिग्री के टेम्परेचर्स में ये ग्राउंड हो रहे हैं। इसी के कारण हम ये इंसाइट लेके ही ये टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ ये नया प्रोडक्ट हमारा इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं। ये हमारा बहुत बड़ा यूएसपी है। थैंक यू सर। आप कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं सर?
Hello. So my question is about this technology. So do you have a patent for this? Are you planning a patent for this so that other manufacturers are not going to take this? Who's done the research? Somebody must have developed the technology, so who's the scientist?
This is not a completely new technology or outright technology. This is used in different industries. May not be used in the spices as much, but it is used in different other business. So while our R&D team is evaluating whether we can do anything, but at this stage we do not have a plan or a declaration to go on the patent part of it.
Right.
I'm not too sure about we getting a patent.
Right.
Right?
Thank you.
सर भट्टाचार्य जी से
नमस्कार।
मैं श्रीजी एक्सप्रेस से सो रहा हूँ। भट्टाचार्य जी से एक मेरा सवाल है तो सर जैसे आपने लेक्चर कहा है 5 सालों में 700 से 1000 करोड़ रुपए का, तो ये स्वाद के लिए लक्ष्य कंप्लीट हो जाएगा? कोई स्कीम भी है? जैसे मसाले आपने लॉन्च किया आज, राष्ट्रीय इमामी बहुत बड़ी कंपनी है, तो क्या ऐसी कोई स्कीम भी साथ में है जिससे ज्यादा से ज्यादा कस्टमरों को लुभाए मसाला, या स्वाद के रूप में भाएगा?
सर दोनों होते रहेंगे। एक ये हमारा कोर ब्रांड प्रपोजिशन रहेगा कि हम जो टेक्नोलॉजी यूज कर रहे हैं वो कोर होगा, मगर उसके साथ आज आप जानते हैं मार्केटिंग करना पड़ता है, प्रमोशंस करना पड़ता है, स्कीम्स करना पड़ता है, वो टाइम टू टाइम हम लोग करते रहेंगे, राइट। मगर आज हम ये प्रोडक्ट और ये टेक्नोलॉजी को हीरो बनाते हुए आपके सामने लेके आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि पहले कंज्यूमर को तो ये तो बताया कि हम क्या है और हम अलग कैसे हैं, और हमारा आज और थोड़े दिनों का यही पैगाम होगा कि हम क्या है और कैसे बना रहे हैं।
थैंक यू सर।
और कोई सवाल या काफी है? आप मसाला, मेरा निवेदन है आप मसाला यूज करिए, आप ही को पता लगेगा कि क्या डिफरेंस है हमारे मसालों में और बाकी के मसालों में। आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट
I will request Mr. Ramanjit Taneja to kindly give a vote of thanks.
Namaskar. I think you all liked Emami Agrotech. आप लोगों को अच्छा लगा होगा the presentation or the entry of Emami Agrotech into the spice space. It is very unique, and our offering into this space you would have liked. Before इसके आगे मैं आप सब लोगों का I like to thank each one of you. I'll mix between Hindi and English. I see a lot of people talking in Hindi. तो आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करूंगा। इस समय आप हमारे निमंत्रण पर यहाँ पर आए, अपना बहुमूल्य समय निकालकर, और हमारे साथ आपने साझा किया। You shared with us our this unique offering into this very very big category. So I would like to thank you all time, and I would like to applaud you for your effort. I'll also like to thank Krishan Mohan ji, Jayant sir, Devashish ji for the insights that they have given on the product to you all, and also जो भी आपकी queries वगैरह हैं. We are deeply honored by your presence. I'll take another minute to thank our PR partner 360 Degrees, Mahashweta and Pita, along with the entire ETL and marketing teams to get this organized in such a wonderful fashion. Thank you so much. Have a good day. I hand it over to Mahashweta.
We have arranged lunch for you. So, unless anybody wants to speak to our spokesperson separately, आपको अलग से बात करना चाहते हैं तो बता दीजिएगा।